Initial climb flight level 90. Then is filed. Block 6574, Shamrock
Cockpit to
604.
ground.
Shamrock 604, read back.
Go ahead.
Contact when ready, Dublin ground 130.
Starting the APU now. Stand by for ground power disconnection in a few minutes.
130.79.
Roger.
Ready. Shamrock 604.
We'll monitor the startup from down here and let you know if we see anything untoward. Roger. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Okay, we've received the load sheet from ground. There's the passenger count, the crew count and the total souls count. Plus yourselves, of course.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, looks like we're all set to go whenever you're ready.
Great. I'll make the call to remove the jetway and you can close the doors.
No problem.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. APU startup seems good. Nothing to report. We're off the ground power, so feel free to disconnect. Roger. Stand by. Ground power has been disconnected. Roger. Cockpit to ground. Go ahead. Please disconnect the jetway. Roger. Good morning from the cockpit. This is your captain speaking. I'd like to welcome you on board this morning's flight to Manchester. We're currently preparing for departure up here in the cockpit, and once we're airborne, we'll be climbing for our cruise level of 19,000 feet.
Delta 45 with
we hope to
information.
depart very shortly. We're not expecting any delays.
Gate Charlie 403.
Once we push back from the stand, the cabin crew will start securing the cabin. As we head to the departure runway, please make sure you're seated and secured as they make their way around the aircraft.
10 left.
The weather is looking good, so it should be a nice, comfortable climb up to our cruise level.
6562.
Once we're airborne, there shouldn't be any issue during our climb. It's a pretty straightforward departure out to the airport, so nothing to worry about there. It looks as though the en route winds are in our favour, so there shouldn't be any issue getting to our destination on time. However, we will keep you informed throughout the flight if it changes. The ground crew have finished loading the aircraft, so if you could get yourself seated and secured, we'll be able to get going straight away. Thank you very much for flying with us, and I hope you enjoy the flight.
Dublin ground 130.79, Delta 45.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Call me when you require pushback. We're all set, so feel free to get connected and start when ready. Roger.
Dublin ground. Lian 554, request push and engine start. Gate 312.
Ryanair 554, push and engine start approved.
Hello,
Pushback and engine start approved. Ryanair 554.
Fueling 8721, contact Dublin Tower 118.6.
Contact Dublin Tower 118.6. Fueling 8721.
Dublin ground. Shamrock 604, runway vacated.
Bypass pin inserted.
Shamrock 604, continue taxi. Via Mike. Continue taxi. Via Mike, Shamrock 604.
Locking gear. Tow is attached. Steering pin is inserted. Stand by while we start pushback.
Dublin ground. Lufthansa 2516, runway vacated.
Lufthansa 2516, hold position.
Hold position.
Parking brake
Lufthansa
is off. We're ready to go.
2516.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Dublin ground. Delta 45, request push and engine start. Beat Charlie 403.
Okay, Captain. We're clear of the
Shamrock
stand. You're free to start
524,
engine.
contact Dublin Tower 118.6.
Cabin crew, please set doors to automatic.
118.6. Shamrock 524.
Dublin ground. Rolling 8721. Runway vacated.
Fueling 8721, continue taxi. Via Mike.
Continue taxi. Via Mike. Rolling 8721.
Delta 45, cleared for push and engine start.
Clear for push and engine start. Delta 45. Dublin ground. Delta 45, request taxi.
Starting engine 2. Roger.
Delta 45, taxi to holding point runway 10 left. Via Alpha Tango, 5 Alpha Tango, 4 Foxtrot minus Oscar Uniform Tango Echo Romeo, November Mike November, 6, hold short of runway 1634.
Taxi to holding point runway 10 left. Via Alpha Tango, 5 Alpha Tango, 4 Foxtrot minus Oscar Uniform Tango Echo Romeo, November Mike November 6, hold short of runway 1634, Delta 45.
Out some of the safety features on board this Boeing 737-800 series aircraft. On this aircraft there are 8 emergency exits, each of which is marked with a red exit sign. Floor path markings running along the cabin aisle will illuminate in darkness and will guide you to the nearest exit in an emergency. There are 4 main doors, 2 at the front, 1 left and
Delta
1
4,
right,
5,
2 doors at
hold
the rear
position.
of the cabin, 1 left and 1 right. There
Hold
are
position,
4
Delta
overhead
4-5.
exits in the center of the cabin, 2 left and 2 right. Please take a moment to note the nearest exit to you, which may be behind you. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal end into the buckle. To secure, pull on the loose end of the strap, and to open, lift the buckle cover. In the event of a sudden loss of cabin pressure, individual oxygen masks will automatically drop from the panel above your head. If this happens, remain seated and pull down firmly on the mask to start the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Secure the mask using the strap, and adults travelling with young children, please attend to your own mask first. Your life jacket is stowed in a pocket beneath your seat or in the panel above your head. In the unlikely event of landing in water, remove the jacket from its pocket and place it over your head. Bring the strap around your waist and clip at the front of the jacket as the crew are now demonstrating. To secure, pull on the loose end of the strap. To inflate the life jacket, pull down sharply on the red toggle. There is a mouthpiece for further inflation or deflation and a light to attract attention. Do not inflate your
Starting number 1.
inside
Roger.
as to do so.
Please set parking brakes.
Further information may be found on the in-flight
Please set your parking brake.
Unlocking gear.
Parking brake is set.
Your captain in
Stand by. Please keep your parking brake on while we monitor engine startup and disconnect the tow.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Okay, Captain. Looks like a good startup on all engines. The tow is disconnected. No wheel is free, so you're good to go. We'll get ourselves disconnected now, so have a safe flight.
United 317.
Look out for the pin
position.
on the left. We'll see you next time.
Hold position.
Thanks
United
very much.
317.
Pin on the left and we'll see you again soon.
Shamrock 604. Contact Dublin Tower 1, 18.6. Dublin Tower 1, 18.6. Shamrock 604. Fueling 8721. Contact Dublin Tower 118.6.
Contact Dublin Tower 118.6. Fueling 8721. Dublin ground. Scandinavian 536. We are at stand 415. Ready for push and engine start.
Scandinavian 536. Push back and engine start approved.
Push and engine start approved. Scandinavian 536. Dublin ground. Scandinavian 536. Request taxi.
Scandinavian 536. Taxi to holding point runway 10 left. Via Zulu Foxtrot 1 Alpha Tango 4 Foxtrot minus Oscar Uniform Tango Echo Romeo, November Mike November 6, hold short of runway 1634.
Dublin ground. Ryanair 554. Request taxi.
Ryanair 554, taxi to holding point runway 10 left, via Alpha Tango, 3 Alpha Tango 4 Foxtrot minus Oscar Uniform Tango Echo Romeo, November Mike November 6, hold short of runway 1634.
Cabin crew, please take seats for takeoff.
Taxi to holding point runway 10 left, via Alpha Tango, 3 Alpha Tango 4 Foxtrot minus Oscar Uniform Tango Echo Romeo, November Mike November 6, hold short of runway 1634, Ryanair 554. Taxi to holding point runway 10 left, via Zulu Foxtrot 1 Alpha Tango 4 Foxtrot minus Oscar Uniform Tango Echo Romeo, November Mike November 6, hold short of runway 1634, Scandinavian 536.
Delta 45, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Delta 45.
Lufthansa 2516, taxi to gate 312, via Mike 1, Alpha Tango 4 Alpha Tango 3. Delta 45, hold position. Ryanair 554, hold position.
Hold position, Ryanair 554.
Hold position Delta 45.
Taxi to gate 312, via Mike 1 Alpha Tango 4 Alpha Tango 3, Lufthansa 2516.
Delta 45, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Delta 45.
Delta 45, hold position. Ryanair 554, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Ryanair 554.
Hold position Delta 45.
Delta 45, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Delta 45.
United 317, taxi to gate Lian, 401, via Hotel 1, Alpha Tango 4 Alpha Tango 5.
Taxi to gate Lian, 401, via Hotel 1 Alpha Tango 4 Alpha Tango 5, United 317.
United 317, hold position.
Hold position, United 317.
Scandinavian 536, hold position.
Hold position, Scandinavian 536.
Ryanair 554, contact Dublin Tower 118.6.
Contact Dublin Tower 118.6, Ryanair 554. Dublin Tower, Ryanair 554, request cross runway 1634.
Ryanair 554, hold position.
Hold position, Ryanair 554.
Ryanair 554, cross runway 1634 when vacated, contact ground 130.79.
Cross runway 1634 when vacated, contact ground 130.79. Ryanair 554.
Dublin Tower, Swiss 400 on final N6.
Swiss 400, continue approach.
6.
Continue, Swiss 400. Dublin Tower, Delta 45, request cross runway 1634.
Delta 45, hold position. Swiss. Dublin ground, Ryanair 554, runway vacated.
Ryanair 554, continue taxi. Via Mike.
Continue taxi, via Mike, Ryanair 554. Dublin ground, Ryanair 23, runway vacated.
Ryanair 23, hold position.
Hold position, Ryanair 23.
Ryanair 23, taxi to gate 405. Via Mike 1 Alpha Tango 4 Foxtrot 1 Zulu.
Taxi to gate 405. Via Mike 1 Alpha Tango 4 Foxtrot 1 Zulu, Ryanair 23.
Dublin ground, Ryanair 3977, we are at stand 418. Ready for push and engine start.
Ryanair 3977, push back and engine start approved.
Cleared for push and engine start. Ryanair 3977. Dublin ground, Jamrock 392, we are at stand 414. Ready for push and engine start. Dublin ground, Ryanair 3977, request taxi.
Ryanair 3977, taxi to holding point runway 10 left. Via Bravo 1 Foxtrot 2 Alpha Tango 4 Foxtrot minus Oscar Uniform Tango Echo Romeo, November Mike November 6, hold short of runway 1634. Ryanair 3977, hold position.
Taxi to holding point runway 10 left. Via Bravo 1 Foxtrot 2 Alpha Tango 4 Foxtrot minus Oscar Uniform Tango Echo Romeo November Mike November 6, hold short of runway 1634, Ryanair 3977. Hold position, Ryanair 3977.
Dublin ground, Finnair 1382, we are at stand 417. Ready for push and engine start.
Ryanair 554, contact Dublin Tower 118.6.
Contact Dublin Tower 118.6, Ryanair 554.
Dublin ground, Swiss 400, runway vacated.
Dublin Tower, Ryanair 554, runway 10 left, ready for departure.
Ryanair 554, line up runway 10 left.
Line up runway 10 left, Ryanair 554.
Delta 45, cross runway 1634, wind vacated, contact ground 130.790.
Cross runway 1634, wind vacated, contact ground 130.79er, Delta 45.
Approaching 10 left.
Ryanair 554, wind 132 degrees at 5 knots. Runway 10 left cleared for takeoff.
Runway 10 left cleared for takeoff. Ryanair 554.
On runway.
Dublin Tower, Scandinavian 536,
left.
request cross runway 1634.
Scandinavian 536, hold position.
Hold position, Scandinavian 536.
Scandinavian
100 knots.
536, cross runway 1634 when vacated, contact ground 130.79. Cross runway 1634 when vacated, contact ground 130.79, Scandinavian 536.
Positive rate, gear up.
Wind 132 degrees at 5 knots. Cleared to land 16.
Clear to land 16. 3331. Dublin Tower, Shamrock 603, and final 16.
Shamrock 603, continue approach.
Continue, Shamrock 603.
Ryanair 554, contact Dublin approach 121.1.
Dublin approach 121.1, Ryanair 554. Dublin approach, Ryanair 554, Alpha 2 Quebec departure, passing 3,300 climbing to flight level -0. Ryanair 554 identified, continue climb flight level -0. Continue climb flight level -0, Ryanair 554. Shamrock 524, contact Shannon Center 127.5.
Cabin crew, resume duties.
Contact Shannon Center 127.5. Shamrock 524. Continue descent 3000. United 228.
Just a reminder to make sure that you keep your seatbelt fastened until the sign is turned off by the captain, at which point you will be allowed to move around the cabin. In a few minutes we will be starting the in-flight drinks service. If you could please ensure all aisles are clear and bags are placed in the overhead lockers, that would be much appreciated. Don't forget that.
United 228, cleared uniform Lima Tango 1 Tango transition.
And with that I'll take the opportunity once again.
Cleared uniform at Tango 1 Tango transition. United 228.
(3323) cleared ILS approach runway 16. Report established on localizer.
Cleared ILS approach report established on localizer. 3323. (3323) established on localizer.
3323 continue approach.
Will continue approach. 3323.
3401 cleared OR 5 uniform arrival uniform Lima Tango 1 Tango transition. Ryanair 554 continue climb flight level 190. Continue climb flight level 190, Ryanair 554.
Poodle Lock 5 uniform arrival uniform Lima, a Tango 1 Tango transition, 3401.
3323 contact Dublin Tower 118.6.
Dublin Tower 118.6, 3323.
flight level 70. Maintain speed 210. Descend flight level 70. Speed 210. Jam Mark 124. Viewing 8721, contact Shannon Center 127.5.
127.5. Rolling 8721.
Liner 658, continue descent 3000.
Continue descent 3000. Liner 658.
United 228, clear dial as approach runway 16. Report established on localizer. Liner 554, contact London Centre 118.475.
Contact London Centre 118.475. Liner 554.
Clear dial as approach, report established on localizer.
London Centre, Liner 5.